Hello world, Will White here, Pike Down the Survival School. Today's video is on a very quick and hasty way to get fire after hard rain and in the snow, or while it's snowing at least. Nothing but a ferro rod, a knife, and Mother Nature. You may be thinking, oh, you'll just use tulip poplar bark or cedar bark. No, this is actually faster and easier. And the upside of this is the material we're going to use is waterproof. It's already in nature, you just have to find it. Issue with using any sort of bark after 10 hours of a hard rain, it's possible. It's definitely not impossible to find some dry tinder or to dry it, but that takes time. It takes more time than this. So let's get started. Show you how to do this. What are we going to use? White pine and cedar sap. You can see here a little bit of reflection, that shine. And that's the woodpecker doing some work for us. So I'm just going to shove my blade in here. Collect a little bit more sap. And now we know we can find wounds from a woodpecker. We can find sap. So I'll spend another minute or so collecting some of this. As you can see, we have plenty of options to choose from. Inevitably, there's going to be some sort of sap. And where we're at, we're looking for pine, which will be green. What we're also going to need is a fire lay. We can make one or find some more easily. Outside of this bark I can feel it's a little damp, but on the inside, pretty dry. That's good enough. And yes, we can use this for tinder, but that's not what we're doing today. And something to look for. It's not always shiny. Sometimes it looks like this. Go ahead and scrape away some of this. You'll see there's some shine to it. Can't really see it well on camera. I can see it in person. Go ahead and break some of this off. You see what we get. Hard to do with one hand, so I'm gonna go ahead and go hands camera free. That's some great addition for tinder. Pretty dry, under some cover. We're gonna go ahead and use that. First things first, we're gonna get some of this out of the way, all this wet material. So I'm gonna just kind of peel and expose that. Go ahead and get all this sticky sap. That was very dusty, so it's hard to control. And I'm under a little sapling right now to keep some of the snow off. That there, I'm gonna sprinkle the best I can. I'm trying to make this a semi-rapid fire. Maybe I'm just really cold. My morale's down. I'm actually using, I believe this is hemlock, but it'll work just as well. And again, this is ideally a very hasty fire. And the benefit of this is, one, it's quick, doesn't require too much thinking. Essentially find some sap and some good kindling, harvest it, and make a fire. I'm gonna go ahead and get some of this bark from that vine. Break it up real quick. This will be my tinder. Again, not completely necessary, but it's here. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is just shave a little bit off my ferrocerium rod. It's gonna help expedite a flame. So essentially what I'm doing is lighting the ferrocerium, which will light the sap, which will then light my tinder, which will then light my kindling. And if you're thinking like, bro, you're dulling your knife. When am I using my knife and not dulling it? If I'm whittling, if I'm cutting for traps, it's a knife, it's a tool. Use it for what it's designed for. Wow, everywhere but where I'm trying to get it. Okay. Again, we don't need this. This will very likely catch. So we can see that will work. But since we have this, we may as well use it.